Jalen Green's story begins on February 9, 2002, in Merced, California, though his roots in nearby Fresno are what shaped both the player and the man. Raised in a family that fused Filipino heritage and American grit, Jalen's mother, Bree Perganin, and stepfather, Marcus Green, instilled in him values that would come to define his journey: dedication, discipline, and a grounded sense of purpose. Long before national attention found him, Jalen was in the gym, sometimes shooting for 5 hours a day as a grade schooler, laying the foundation for a future that few could yet imagine. He first grabbed national attention at San Joaquin Memorial High, then prolific prep, where he showcased an explosive blend of athleticism, scoring prowess, and confidence. All-American honors followed, as did MVP nods. Yet Jalen wasn't chasing publicity, he was focused on refining his craft. He toyed with the traditional path, college, but ultimately chose to carve his own route, joining the G League Ignite in 2020, a bold move that bypassed NCAA and signaled a new era for elite prospects. He understood that professional development could happen faster in a pro environment where he'd grow with trainers and peers who shared his drive. That bold decision paid off. Plucked second overall in the 2021 NBA draft by the Houston Rockets, Jalen arrived with a reputation for competitive fire and highlight-generating capability. But what set him apart wasn't raw ability, it was the willingness to improve beyond what everyone already saw. His rookie season featured flashes, electrifying dunks, deep threes, but also challenges, inconsistent rotations, variable decision-making. Instead of getting discouraged, Jalen leaned in during the off-season. Working with trainer Jason Biles, he re-engineered his mornings, implementing stretching, hydration, weight training, film sessions, an upgrade in routine that signaled maturity and a hunger to evolve. The transformation became undeniable in the 2023-24 season. Averaging 21.0 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists over all 82 games, Jalen powered Houston into its first playoff appearance since 2019. His shot volume increased drastically in the second half of the season, and more importantly, his efficiency followed. In many games, he felt less like a rookie and more like a leader. Press conferences, rotations, and huddles began to look familiar territory. The face of a franchise rising to match its expectations. And rising quickly. Jalen's skill set is rare. At 6 feet 4 inches with nearly a 6 feet 9 inches wingspan, he combines explosive athleticism with shoot-first instincts. But he's also grown as a facilitator, leader, and defender. He didn't just score, he initiated action, disrupting passing lanes, boxing out, and showing improved instincts. Under coach Ime Udoka, he discovered how leadership isn't always loud. It's about being prepared, accountable, and reliable. But in mid-2025, everything shifted again. Traded to the Phoenix Suns in the blockbuster Kevin Durant deal, Jalen joined a roster built to win now. Sharing the hardwood with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, he found himself in a pressure cooker, a team aiming for deep postseason success, spotlight-heavy moments, and fewer minutes to make them count. For many, such a move would be shocking. For Jalen, it felt like an opportunity to prove he belonged in an elite narrative. Off the court, Jalen is just as intentional. He identifies as an ENTJ and Enneagram 3W4, a bold self-assessment that reflects clarity of purpose, leadership ambition, and introspection. After 2024's playoffs, he deleted his social accounts to protect personal life and mental focus, a tactical solitude that challenged status quo expectations of being forever on. And yet, fans didn't see withdrawal, they saw professionalism, a subtle testament to mental well-being and strong boundaries. Building a brand outside basketball, he partnered with Adidas for a signature shoe line, Paco Rabanne, Wingstop, and others, moves that speak to his personal style, polished yet genuine. Financially, he set nearly $41 million in career NBA earnings, plus a $105 million rookie contract extension, along with real estate holdings in Houston, Los Angeles, and California's Central Valley. Industry estimates place his net worth between $25 million and $45 million, a remarkable financial footprint for someone still only 23. But luxury isn't what defines him. He still holds memory of Fresno's blacktops, the early mornings, the long drives, the hours of practice. He still recalls the attention at San Joaquin, but even more, the voice in his head telling him, "You can be better." He still carries pride in his Filipino roots, frequently supporting youth basketball events in California and kindness initiatives for Filipino communities. He hasn't forgotten where he came from, even as his life pivoted to the NBA's brightest lights. Green's game on the Phoenix stage will be his next proving ground. Will he find chemistry with established stars? Can he thrive under playoff intensity with reduced touches? His confidence says yes. What's undeniable is that his ascent is powered not by hype, but by consistency, preparation, and humility. In that sense, he's already succeeded, even if the ultimate hardware is still to be won. For young athletes, Jalen represents more than talent. He's a blueprint for forging your own path. He rejected flashy transition routes, college or NCAA arms, and instead built a path through focus and self-belief. He prioritized workouts when nobody watched and invested in privacy when expectations grew loud. He remained anchored on identity, wellness, and long-term growth. There are still questions. Can he be an all-star? Can he be a finals MVP? Can he influence brand narratives and charitable causes beyond Houston or Phoenix? Those answers will only come over time. But what's already clear, he's built resilience. He's embraced discomfort. He's let success unfold instead of chasing it prematurely. He's proven that greatness is a process, less about destinations, more about day-in and day-out application. The broader cultural shift in professional sports toward accountability, mental health awareness, and authenticity aligns seamlessly with Jalen Green's evolving narrative. He's not just an explosive scorer or highlight reel athlete. He's a reflective thinker, a fierce competitor, and a self-aware figure redefining what modern stardom can mean. His public image isn't one-dimensional. It's a multifaceted blend of performance, personality, style, and substance. From his signature sneakers to his social media presence, everything reads like a canvas he's consciously painting, one that tells a story he's fully in control of. Now, in Phoenix, he's stepping into a new chapter, a chapter filled with elevated expectations. He's joining a team with all-stars like Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and a culture primed for a deep playoff run. For many, such a transition of role, system, and environment could be destabilizing. But for Jalen, it's an opportunity to grow. He's done this before, adapted during his shift from high school phenom to G League star, adjusted when he first entered the NBA, evolved when he took on leadership in Houston. Ime Udoka's arrival brings disciplined structure, the trade signals accountability, and the veteran presence brings championship sobriety. It all aligns perfectly with Jalen's deliberate approach to development. But let's be clear, whatever stats or accolades come next aren't what will ultimately define his legacy. Instead, it will be the process, the daily grind, the personal growth, the moments of integrity away from the cameras. It will be how he treated teammates, how he responded to adversity, how he brought mental wellness into the franchise culture. Yes, the tattoos, high-flying dunks, and flashy shoes are visual components of his identity. But they are part of a deeper tapestry woven with cultural responsibility, resilience, and humility. The emotional architecture discovered during childhood, family life, and community roots. When we boil it down, Jalen Green is still mid-story, still creating. But the chapters written so far are already remarkable. He's challenged traditional paths by choosing the G League over college. He's redefined professionalism by overhauling his lifestyle in the off-season. He's embraced the pressure of a blockbuster trade and used it as fuel, rather than a burden. His story resonates because it's rooted in universal truths. Take responsibility, prepare relentlessly, stay grounded in your origins, and let your actions write your reputation. Watching him play in Houston was seeing the initial frame of a building. Impressive, but incomplete. Now, in Phoenix, we get to see Jalen add floors, rooms, architectural detail. Maybe even stand the building on a championship-worthy foundation. His journey isn't just about personal accolades, it's about constructing a modern paradigm for athlete identity, one that honors the individual's humanity as much as their ability to perform on the court. Still, questions linger. Will he thrive under the shared ball dynamic with Booker and Beal? Can he sustain his performance amid heightened playoff scrutiny? Will his signature shoes and social brand match the nuanced expectations of arena-level celebrity? The season ahead will test all that. Yet, if there's one thing Jalen has proven, it's that he eyes challenges the way elite athletes do. Not with fanfare or complaint, but with meticulous planning, measured action, and resilience. We're in the early mid-acts of what feels like a career-defining story. Every film session, every post-game interaction, every community outreach project, all of it deepens the character arc. The authentic version of him, competitive yet reflective, brand-driven yet humble, socially engaged yet laser-focused on mastery. It's a narrative arc that feels rare today, and maybe that's why we're so invested. At the end of the day, Jalen Green is crafting a legacy built on more than points and branding. He's building it around consistency, day in, day out, and a voice that resonates as much for what he stands for as what he scores. That combination could well make him more than just a star. It could make him a generational symbol in basketball's next chapter. Thanks for taking this deep dive into Jalen Green's evolving career. From Fresno's indoor gyms to the G League, from Houston's rebuilding times to Phoenix's high-stakes future, his story challenges what it means to rise in today's game. If you found inspiration here, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe, because athlete journeys like this only get richer with your support. Until next time, remember, greatness isn't just achieved, it's earned over time, in every choice, every moment of accountability.